Hi students, so good morning, welcome to all to the max class. And yesterday we started this fractions and decimals chapter, and we started exercise 2.1 after completion of two examples. And in this exercise also we just completed the first bit, we just completed the first bit up to fifth one, and now we are going to solve sixth and seventh, and at the same time we will follow the second question also. Okay students, so this is your max textbook. I know that you all are ready for the max answers, so please open your max class books, Nana. And now I'm going to start the class. Okay, so before starting the class, I think you all know about this. Please share, like, subscribe my channel, and my channel name is Beans Pipe. And students, if you are watching my channel for the first time, please share, like, subscribe my channel. And after listening to the questions, just copy the questions your own and try to practice it without saying. Then if you're going to get any other doubts, just please ping me in the comment section. I'm ready to explain your doubts. I hope you all are going to love this video. And 7th class students, we'll start the notes. So this is the question. Up to this we solved yesterday, and now we are going to solve the 6th and 7th also. So what is the 6th question here? And now it is a kind of mixed fraction addition, and this is mixed fraction subtraction. Okay, so we'll solve this. 2 by 3 plus 3 1 by 2. Yes, we have to solve this. Different fractions are there given to us, so we are going to solve this. And we'll try to solve this in your notebook, Nana. And now coming to sixth bit. 2 by 3 plus 3 1 by 2. So when compared to previous cases, one more step extra we have to do, that is we have to convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. How to convert this mixed into improper? By writing into plus. First you should multiply whole number with the denominator, that is 2 3s are 6, and the result you should add for the numerator. 2 into 3 plus 2, and the denominator will not change. The same thing here also. 3 into 2 plus 1 by 2. So 2 3s are 6 plus 2 by 3. 3 2s are 6 plus 1 by 2. 6 plus 2 is 8 by 3 plus 6 plus 1 is 7 by 2. And here we have two fractions, so we'll go for cross multiplication. And we are going to multiply 8 by 3 with 2, and we are going to multiply 7 by 2 with 3. Why I am doing this? Because even if you go for LCM also, you'll get the same thing, and you'll get the same LCM. Why? Because 3 and 2 are prime numbers. LCM of two prime numbers is nothing but their product. 8 2s are 16 plus 3 2s are 6. 7 3s are 21 plus 2 3s are 6. Now we can add up the numerators. That is 16 plus 21, nothing but 37 by 6. And we all know that how to convert this improper fraction into mixed fraction. 6 6 are 36. 37 minus 36 is 1. And how we'll write this? Quotient, remainder by divisor. Here my quotient is 6, remainder is 1, and divisor is 6. Okay students, now we'll move on to the next question. That is 7th one. 8 1 by 2 minus 3 5 by 8. So this is a mixed fraction, so here also we'll go for into plus. Multiply whole number with the denominator plus numerator by denominator. Whole number multiplied with denominator plus numerator divided by denominator. 8 2s are 16 plus 1 by 2 minus 3 8s are 24 plus 5 by 8. And 16 plus 1 is 17 by 2 minus 24 plus 5 is 29 by 8. As you all know that 2 and 8, the denominators are multiples to each other. So we can go for in 2 table when you'll get 8. Yes, 2 4s are 8. So multiply the whole fraction with 4, and here the same thing we will write. If you want, you can multiply with 1. 17 4s are 68 by 8 minus 29 by 8. And when the denominators are same, we can go for subtraction of the numerators. 68 minus 29 by 8. 8 minus 9 is not possible, so 18 minus 9 is 9 and 5 minus 2 is 3. 39 by 8. As we all know that it is improper fraction, we can convert this into proper fraction. 8 4s are 32, sorry, mixed fraction. 9 minus 2 is 7, 3 minus 3 is 0. Quotient, remainder by denominator, sorry, divisor. In this case my quotient is 4, remainder is 7 and divisor is 8. And now we'll move on to the second question. That is nothing but arrange the following in descending order. So you are going to arrange the following fractions in descending order. Arrange the following in descending order. So what is the first fraction here? Two by 9, 2 by 3, 8 by 21. So my denominators are different, then how can I arrange them in ascending order or descending order? So first thing, I have to change my denominators. To change, we have only one concept, that is LCM. So all these are multiples of 3. 3 3s are 9, 3 1s are 3, 3 7s are 21. As we all know that 3 and 7 are prime numbers, we can stop finding the factors for this. We can stop doing LCM. 3 3s are 9, 9 1s are 9, 9 7s are 63. So here my LCM is changed to 63. Now in 9 table, when I get 63, 9 7s are 63. So multiply the whole fraction with 7. Now 3 table, when I'll get 63, 3 21s are 63. In 21 table, when I'll get 63, 3 times. Now multiply numerators and denominators. 2 7s are 40, 9 7s are 63. 21 2s are 42, 21 3s are 63. 8 3s are 24, 21 3s are 63. Now can we arrange this in descending order? Descending order is nothing but biggest to smallest. So descending order, and here my biggest fraction is 42 by 63, and second 24 by 63, and the last one 14 by 63. So according to the question, the numbers will be 2 by 3, 8 by 21 and 2 by 9. This is the descending order of the fractions. And we have one more question based on the same thing. Okay students, now we'll move on to the second question. In second question only we have one more bit now. 1 by 5, 3 by 7, 7 by 10. Okay. Now here also, if you observe, this all the three denominators are different. 5, 7, 10. As you all know that 5 and 7 are prime numbers, but 5 and 10 are multiples together. So we'll go for this. And now we can stop this because 7 and 2 are prime numbers. 5 1s are 5, 5 7s are 35, 35 2s are 70. Now I am going to change all my denominators into 70. So 5 table, when you will get 70, 5 14s are 70. You should not check the denominator, sorry, you should not check the numerator, you should check only denominator. 7 table, when you will get 70, 7 10s are 70. 10 table, when you will get 70, 10 7s are 70. Right. Now multiply numerators and denominators. 14 1s are 14, 14 5s are 70. 10 3s are 30. 7 10s are 70, 7 7s are 49, 10 7s are 70. Now my denominators are same, then I can go for descending order. Means bigger number to smaller number. 49 by 70, next 30 by 70, and then last 14 by, sorry, this is 70. And now according to the question, so this is the third fraction, so nothing but 7 by 10, and next second fraction, that is 3 by 7, and now left over first fraction, that is 1 by 5. Okay, that's what he given for you in the textbook. Now we will see the textbook. So we completed this second question. Now we'll move on to the third question. What is the question he given to us? In a magic square, sum of the numbers in each row, in each column and along the diagonal is same. Is this a magic square? Of course, we all know that when we can say it is going to belongs to magic square, when we'll add all the rows, columns, all the rows and all the columns, at the same time all the diagonals, if it is same, then I can go for it. So he done for the first row, that is 4 plus 9, 13, 13 plus 2, 15 by 11, and here also 3 plus 5, 8, 8 plus 7, 15 by 11, 8 plus 1, 7, 9, 9 plus 6 is 15. Now we'll go for columns. 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 8, 15. And second column, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 plus 9, 15. And now third column, 6 plus 7, 13, 13 plus 2, 15. Now coming to the diagonals. 4 plus 5, 9, 9 plus 6, 15. And this diagonal, 2 plus 5, 7, 7 plus 8, 15. So automatically it is going to be a magical square because for all the answers we got 15 by 11. That is the reason we can say it is a magical square. When we can say a magic square, if all the sum of the rows and columns, each and everything will be same, then we can say that is going to be a magic square. So here we got all these things, so that is the reason we are saying it is a magic square. Okay students, now we'll move on to the fourth question. What is the fourth question here? A rectangular sheet of paper is 12 1 by 2 centimeters long and 10 2 by 3 centimeters wide. Find its perimeter. So for this question, you have to remember the formulas of perimeter of square, perimeter of rectangle, triangle, all these things which we learn in 6th class. That is in 10th chapter, area and perimeter chapter. We learn all these basics. So we have to remember those. Okay, we will see now. We'll try to solve this fourth question now. So students, we all know this, and now the question we copied in the notebook, and now we are going to write solution for this. He given long is nothing but length, so that is the reason 12 1 by 2 centimeters. And first of all, it is a mixed fraction. First we'll convert this into improper one, multiply whole number and the denominator, add answer to the numerator by denominator. 12 2s are 24 plus 1 by 2. 24 plus 1 is 25 by 2 centimeters. And wide is nothing but breadth we can consider here. So 10 2 by 3 centimeters. The same procedure what we follow for the first thing. 10 into 3 plus 2 divided by 3. 10 3s are 30 plus 2 by 3. Nothing but 32 by 3 centimeters. So here he just asked directly perimeter. So what do you mean by perimeter of a rectangle? Do you remember the formula of perimeter of rectangle? Yes, correct students. Perimeter of rectangle formula is 2 into length plus breadth. So 2 into, what is the value of length here? 25 by 2 plus breadth value is 32 by 3. So first we will solve this addition and then we will multiply that answer with 2. Okay. So I'm going to solve here 25 by 2 plus 32 by 3. Now we will move on for cross multiplication because 2 and 3 are prime numbers, so that is the reason we will go for cross multiplication. And if they are not multiples also, we can go for cross multiplication. When we will go for cross multiplication, I said already, when we have only 2 fractions. Okay, so 25 3s are 75 by 2 3s are 6 plus 32 2s are 64 and 3 2s are 6. As we all know that if the denominators are same, then we can go for addition of numerators. 75 plus 64, that is 139 by 6. So first we will substitute the value and then we will change that into mixed fraction. So this one can be written as 2 into 139 by 6. 2 1s are 2, 2 3s are 6. This kind of cancellations will come. Okay. Now this will become 139 divided by 3. Now we will go for division here. 3 table 139. 3 4s are 12. 1 and 9 will come down. 1 minus 1 is 0 and 3 6 are 18. 9 minus 8 1 and 1 minus 1 is 0. So we all know that how to write this quotient remainder by divisor. In this case my quotient is 46, remainder is 1 and divisor is 3. So what is the perimeter of that rectangle? If the length and breadth are given to us, that is 46 1 by 3 centimeters. In other words, 139 by 3 centimeters. Okay, let me write this here. 139 by 3 centimeters. Okay, students. Okay, I hope you all understand today's class. Meet you tomorrow, Rana.